Vážení přátelé, už je to hodně zatraceně dávno a přicházím s docela malinkatým křížečkem po hodně zastaralém funuse, ale něco vám povím, Noire je jedna z nejlepších her, jakou jsem kdy viděl. Protože je to detektivka v otevřeném světě, tým Bondy, nebo Bandy, nebo jak oni se ti zatracení kluci z Austrálie jmenovali. Udělali něco vynikajícího, k čemuž použili skutečné herce. A prostě jednoduše tuhle hru mám rád. A když tenkrát vyšla na počítačích kompletní edice, já jsem si ji nadšeně koupil, dokonce jsem na ní udělal i zatracený rozbalovací koutek tenkrát, abych zjistil, že mi nejede. A to mě znechutilo. Několikrát prostě jsem instaloval, různý peče vycházely, nic, nejelo mi to. Až potom, o 2 roky později jsem si na to vzpomněl, nainstaloval jsem to a jelo to. Říkám, tak jsem to chvilku hrál, ale nějak jako jsem na to neměl náladu, tak jsem to odložil. A nedávno, to už asi tak rok zpátky spíš 2, jsem si říkal, hele, tak to natoč. Natoč to a bude to super, nebojte, já nebudu moc dlouho živanit dál. Nainstaloval jsem to, jelo to, zkusil jsem si to, super, ne? Teď jsem to včera chtěl začít natáčet, co myslíte? 3 hodiny jsem řešil, že mi to zase nejede. Protože mezi tím Rockstar vydal patch, který mi to rozbil. Rozbil i češtinu, ale ta naštěstí byla zaktualizovaná, byť před každým spuštěním mi musíte nainstalovat znovu, protože oni ty německé soubory přepisují, jakoby verifikují a oni zjistí, že jsou jiný, jo. 3 hodiny jsem se s tím drbal, ale teď už je mi to jedno, nová hra. Chtěl bych to udělat tak, že každou epizodu budou 2 případy. Je jich tam celkem 26, 21 v základní hře plus 5 DLCčkových.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car, a symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective in ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Dovolte mi říct ještě rychlosti. Za prvé, mám tam nainstalovaný fanouškovský patch, který tou hru upravuje na 60 fps, protože by byla konzolová, takže by byla zamčena na 30. A nebo respektive ne na 60, ale jakoby nekonečně v uvozovkách. Fixuje jízdu v autě a další takové věcičky, upravuje FOV, Nevím, co všechno tam bylo, to by... A dokonce představte si, že ten fanouškovský patch dělali Češi, nebo je to... Má v niku ten člověk CZ, takže předpokládám, že je to člověk od nás. A za další, ta hra má celkově 26 případů, pokud se nemýlím, 21 v základní hře a 5 bonusových v DLCčku, tudíž se budu snažit 2, respektive na začátku je to takový tutoriálovější, tudíž možná jich bude víc, ale ideální by bylo asi 2 na epizodu. A teď už rychle do akce. Jel jsem na červenou, nevadí.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
I to ovládání na těch počítačích je takový dost konzoloidní. A ještě jako kdyby náhodou jste našel někdo, kdo tu hru nezná, vyšetřujete případy jako policista v Los Angeles. Takže dobrý den, madam, poručíku Lembo. Shrink říká, mysl... Psychiatr tvrdí, mysl je poslední hranice. Jo, mám tady nějakou zastraceně špinavou flašu. Prohledáváte důkazy, nebo hledáte důkazy. Vyslýcháte, honíte zločince. Je, hele, krev. No dobře, ten první případ je takový notoricky známý, už jsem hrál po několikátý.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
No, protože tady je to uzavříno. Pojďme tedy. Důležitá věc je, že jakmile se dost jakoby přiblížíte k nějakému předmětu důkazu, tak uslyšíte tu známou melodii. Tun dun dun. Hele, kvér.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Jsem tady někde žebřík.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
A nebo tady má? Jenom by mě zajímalo, jak to sakra takhle hodil nahoře. No nevím, tohle by správně dělat neměl.
Serial S71893.
Protože otisky, že jo? 2 vystřelení.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Jo, no, až na to, že tam teďka jsou tvoje otisky, no. Byť... Byť přiznám...
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph. and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Byť přiznám, že nevím, jak to dělali někdy v roce 46, 47. Jo, hele, zápisník. Lokace. A jedeme do Ammunition.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Protože byl černý.
You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
No taky, Ralfe, you talk too much. Jo, běží taky. Taky zajímavá možnost je, že buď můžete řídit vy sami, ale to až později. A nebo se tam můžete nechat odvést. Tyjo, dívejte se na tu partu zvědavců tam. Jo, to vládání je šíleně citlivý. I přes ten patch. Nějaké nervózní tam, chlapi.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Tak nějak.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Model 27. Tady je něco 27? Jo, to je 22, jo, dobře, no. Tady je 27 nikl. Kostková oříšková rukojeť, tak to není ono. A tady je 27. Perleťová rukojeť.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Jinak, jak jsem mluvil o těch hercích, toto jsou skutečně všechno herci, který normálně jako natáčí a zdigitalizovali. Nikdy jsem neskusil jít dolů. Je tady něco? Krom té střelnice? No, tak jako přemýšlím nahlas. Co? Čekal jsem tady třeba pěstírnu marihuany, ho? Proč to tady tak smrdí? Dobře. To asi ještě tenkrát moc ne. No, i když. No. Co?
I don't think this is going to help us.
Ale je to hezký holub.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Tak jedeme do jeho bytečku. Kde to je? Tady, jo. Jo, to je ulička místa činu. Kde on bydlí? Tady? Tak já jsem tajně doufal, že mi to ukáže nejkratší cestu, ale to nevadí.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it?
Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Tady nevidíš cápku. Tady někde, že? Měli bychom se nejprve správně rozhlídnout. Do dveří se zlatou klikou můžete vstoupit, to je milý detail. Čivině 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Jo. Jeho cupítání do schodu, to si moc dobře pamatuju. 2. Ťuky ťuk.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy?
Ups. A máš to.
Quit prancing around and hit me. Kdyby to bylo ve wrestlingu, tak tu žili rozbije.
You all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Co pak to máme? Nějaký čísla 50, 20, 40, 40, 35, 20, 20. Data asi narození. No ne, narození ne, narození to je blbost samozřejmě, když je rok 46. Nebo 47. To je spíš... Jak kdyby jako, kdy si půjčil třeba ti lidi? Je tam mimochodem naše oběť?
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso. Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify, code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Že jsem chtěl možná zmínit to, že některé ty případy v téhle hře jsou podle skutečných případů, které se skutečně staly. S čímž asi můžeme souhlasit, že ten nejznámější je Černá dálie. OK. Ty brokovníci prostě. No tak, dá se to pochopit. Dobrý díry. To je Thompson. Abby.
Stay down.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Tak on jako bývalý voják, že jo?
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Teď se naučíte, jak pronásledovat lidi. Stůj nebo střelím. Nemůžu.
Bowers, hold it right there. Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, son, watch your fire.
To teda jo.
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
Teď bys ho teoreticky stihl stáhnout. Dobře.
You gotta be kidding.
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Mám pocit, že je dokonce i nějaká remasterovaná verze vyšla nedávno. Tak je vtipný, že všichni...
Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up, gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
All these cops, it's got to be something big, right?
Everybody stay back. Let us do
Chtěl
our
jsem
job.
říct, že je super, že všechny rady, které jsem našel, když jsem to řešil včera, ty 3 hodiny, byly na Steam verzi, ne? A já jsem se vždycky na ně podíval a říkám, vy blbouni, já mám retail verzi, já mám normální DVDčko ještě. Se na něj asi pojďme podívat. Počkej, no. No, tak to dobře, překročme ho tam.
broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
To jsi ještě neviděl Máju Fejovou. Peněženku? Aha, papír. Banka Arkádia... Jo, počkej, ono je to dole napsaný. Nějaký papíry, platby... Aha. Doklad od platbě.
Genialita. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
All right, yes, it's a dead person.
Ano, je to mrtvola, já nechci prozkoumávat ruce, já chci prozkoumávat, jestli to... No, hlavu, ano. Už jsem tam byl. Toto. Nic. To jsem prozkoumal. Jasně. Tak asi všechno. Tady, to. Heleme se. Kvér. Že by vražedná zbraň.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Viděla jste někdo něco?
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Ty jsi teda pěkně otravná, dobrá. Tady se podíváme dovnitř, jenom mi řekněte, pane, viděl jste někdo něco?
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Tak kde je naše svědkyně? Pokládám tam, dobrá, já se jenom chci pát, nebo tady?
Can I help you, sir?
To byl mimochodem zvuk z CO1.
I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name?
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Aha, ta byla v tom materiálu. Jo, ano, důležitě tady máte popis té osoby, o koho jde, nějaký informace, její portrét, nebo respektive kresbu. Tady můžete pokládat otázky, anebo se můžete dívat na přehled důkazů. Jo, jaký máte důkazy. A důležité je, když děláte s někým rozhovor, nebo respektive někoho vyslýcháte, tak jako pozorovat, jak reaguje a třeba potvrdit to, zpochybnit to a tak. Předpokládám, že tohle mi všechno teďka vysvětlí.
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Ale, co jsou ty pohledy doleva, doprava? Dívej se, jak je nervózní. Pokud si stisknutím trojky obviníte svědka ze lži. Vidíte, jak je nervózní, samozřejmě v tom tutorialovém případu je to udělaný, že jo. Pravda, pochyby, lež. Když řeknete lež, tak musíte to potvrdit nějakým důkazem. Jo, podobně jako třeba ve Phoenixi Wrightovi.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. Do you want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Scaletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Takhle to dopadne, když to řeknete špatně. Jo, jsem vám chtěl ukázat. Samozřejmě, jo, tak vás vyfakuje ten svědek, případně vám neřekne všechno, nedostanete z něho nic. Aha, to je celý znova? Tak v tom případě dejte. Já jsem vám jenom chtěl ukázat, abyste viděli, jak to vypadá. Neříkám, že se vždycky trefím, protože především v posledních, nebo v těch dalších případech už to bude přece jenom o dost těžší, nebude to takhle jakoby... Nebude to takhle očividný. To je včera, to je včera. Tak mi dejte chvíli, já se dostanu tam, kde jsem byl. Takže teďka správně.
You're lying, Miss Scaletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Jak můžu dokázat něco jiného? Jinou doklad od plavbě.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Scaletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Ještě aby ne. Když byl mrtvý.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Pokud si myslíte, že svědek lže, ale nemáte proto žádný důkaz, vyberte pochybnosti. To znamená tu dvojku, to, co jsem schválně udělal jako první.
You're making me angry, Miss Scaletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
To citlivé téma v roce 47.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Scaletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Teďka říká pravdu, samozřejmě. Ono, jako ne, že by řekla něco objevného. Ale teďka vás naučí pravda.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Scaletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Ta intuice, která se tam objevila, že mi teďka jako se zvýšil level na 2, znamená, že když nevím, tak můžu jakoby použít intuici a v podstatě jakoby dostanu okamžitě správnou odpověď, nebo mi poradijou. Teď nevím, teď si nepamatuju, jestli to funguje, že mi to řeknou hned, co je správná odpověď, anebo mi jednu vymažou, jako třeba bývalo ve chcete být milionářem, 50/50, jo, tak tady, že by jednu odstranili. No máme 2 možnosti, kam můžeme jít. Tak asi nejprve...
And the murder. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I know.
Maintain the perimeter.
I think you think the same thing I think about you. No ale nejprve pojedeme samozřejmě do toho... Koho troubíš? Pojedeme nejprve do toho obchodu se zbraněmi, jestli náhodou ten kvér není jeho. Sorry, auto. Oh! Já vím, omlouvám se, bylo takové divoké vycouvání, no. Tak. Jo, to ovládání toho jako auta i po tom fanouškovském peči je strašný. To je totiž příšerně citlivý, jo, dívejte se jenom. Tady. Tady prodávají alkohol. Počkej, survey, kde je ten? Jo, ono to bylo z boku. Dobrý den, pane.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Caillou?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Možná zbraň v údržbě. Jo, samozřejmě, kdybyste podělali ten výslech, tak se to dozvíte teoreticky tadyma. A já se trochu bojím, protože budu zase couvat. Tak kde seš? Obuvnictví. Jo. Počkej, já mám pocit, kdyby v tom obuvnictví jsem ještě... neměl všechno, no to nevadí. Zase nevyřítí šalina proti mě.
Why don't you use the siren?
Já jsem šel přes přechod. Vidíte tu někde klenočiství? Jo, tady. Diamonds. Ah, forever.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Caillou?
No. Mr. Caillou is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Hurry, officer!
Caillou, get back here!
Děláš si to horší.
Food wasn't great. You're real.
Děláš si to horší, chlapče. To bude flaster ještě větší. Myslíš, že už můžu rovnou teď? A je daleko přece. Co? Co to? Dobře. Já totiž nechci ho střílet, že jo?
Don't make it worse, Caillou!
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and a girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Až na ten podezřelý mrkání a ty pohledy dolevu. Jo, tady máte to použít intuici. Ano. Lžeš.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Můžu, že jste byl identifikován.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jenom chci říct, ta plynová komora se ti Phelpsi úplně nepovedla.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Ne, že by se přiznal úplně.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Splnil! Ano, a byl jsem povýšen, tím pádem budu z pochůzkáře přeřazen už na no, je to kriminálka?